Tim here again with the Pelican case and all the GoPro accessories. In my last video I did an unboxing for the case, and I described or let you know why I bought it, how I outgrew the other cases and things that I was carrying the GoPro around in. Just got so much stuff that I keep it organized and keep it safe, and I needed something a little larger, a little more durable, and so that's what I've got here. This has 2 layers of foam. I think it's called the Kaizen foam. It's not the pluck and pull type foam, but this is a layered foam that you cut down to different depths. But it does have 2 thick layers, and so the bottom layer is where I hope to put the larger items that I don't use maybe as much. And then on the top, I hope to, well, I will put the camera and all the frames and different accessories that I use, batteries, you know, the panning tool, things like that that I use more often will be on top. So it's really just now a matter of organizing it, figuring out where I want everything to go, and then cutting and down to different layers so that they fit in there nice and snug. So I'm going to get busy, and I'll get back to you as the project progresses along. So I pretty much laid out everything kind of how I want it, trying to get everything in. It's almost like a puzzle, fitting pieces and things in. Probably looking at it now, I maybe could have even gone with a little bit larger case, but I'm going to make this work. I've got my camera, batteries, you know, the frames. I'm going to have a large area here for the cables, or the wires, the USB cables, as well as a lot of the mounting brackets will all go in there too. I've got the Pelican case. I'm still not sure if I may just mount it that way, and that would save a lot of room instead of putting it flat. So that's something I have to decide. Depends on how much it'll stick out. You know, there is some cushion on the top that will help, but I haven't decided yet on that. The panning tool fits in here, some filters. So, and I'm trying to leave a little bit of room over here in case I get another camera. I can put another space for another GoPro and any other things that I might purchase. It's the bottom level, our layer. I've got my tripods and the selfie wand and different mounts, and then I'm going to have a larger cutout for the chesty and the hat or head mount. So now next step is to trace things using this marker. Basically go around, trace where I want to cut out, and then once that's done I'll go back and start cutting and then pulling out different layers to get to the depth that I'd like. So I'll be back in a little bit then. I'll probably do this one first just to see how it works out. I've never used this Kaizen foam, so it's going to be a learning experience for me. Okay, so I finished tracing for these 3 items, the tripods and selfie, these Joby mounts, and as well as the suction cup mount. And next step is to cut out where I traced. Would be neat if they made this maybe with like a silver or a different color, something a little lighter, so you can actually see it easier on this black surface. But I can see it, it's just a little difficult. And so now I'm just going to try tracing. I'm going to cut down, I don't know how far this will go, so I'm going to And if you look at it in the right direction, you can see the lines and the right lighting, I guess. I'm trying to cut as far straight up and down as best as I can. It does seem to cut fairly easy. And I have a feeling I'll have to go down a little deeper. I'm just okay. So they say just to peel off kind of a layer at a time, or a couple layers. And it looks like if you reach a certain level or layer, it's a little easier. You can see though that there's different thicknesses depending on how deep you want to go, and I'm going to have to go much deeper to fit this all the way in. But I don't want to go too deep to cut out the whole bottom section. It looks like that's pretty close there. So let me just and I suppose if it doesn't work out, I can always order more foam. Okay. So I'm going to go down a little further, take out another couple layers. What I'm going to do is see if that would be deep enough. Looks like I can getting close. I want it as flush as possible without, of course, going too deep. So I'm going to actually pull out another layer. And once you get it cut, it looks like you can clean it up pretty easy, all the little pieces. So let's see how. That looks like that might be deep enough. and then it's just a matter of cleaning up the little scraps, little pieces that but that looks like that's going to fit for the Joby suction cup. It's almost flush. The layer above it, of course, will sit on it and cushion it. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of it, and I'll let you see the results after it's all completed.